daily feel-good podcast is here. Our Start Your Day Positive podcast for your Wednesday morning. Hey there, I am Len.
And I'm Sarah. Today, McDonald's claims they've created the most McDonald's burger ever. I mean, it sounds confusing, but I'm so intrigued.
Hey, first it was vinyl albums. You'll never guess what tech is making a comeback.
And if you travel overseas, what is a total giveaway that you're an American? We're going to tell you.
And, of course, Wednesday, we've got your Stump Day question, and you are just minutes away from possibly winning 24 Daisy Cake Pops. And so it's going to be fun here on a Wednesday as we battle driving through the snow. Sarah, you know how you can tell it's the end of the winter season as far as any of us are concerned? Things that we really prepared for at the beginning of the season, we kind of let them slide now.
I know where you're going with this, but I really didn't mean to let this slide. Yesterday, I put myself in a pickle, total pickle, because I did not put windshield wiper fluid in my car to keep it in my car. And I was driving down to downtown Cleveland, and my windows were so dirty. And I just thought, put the windshield wiper. Nothing comes out. So bad. I mean, I almost had to pull over on the highway right next to Dead Man's Curve, which is not a good place to stop.
Not a good spot.
And try to find some snow to wipe all over my windows. I was this close to doing that. I'm like, no, I'm almost there. And I got there and I showed you my window. It was so bad. Like, why can't I learn? Always keep the windshield wiper fluid in the wintertime in the trunk.
Yeah, we were talking about that. That's something that a lot of people don't think about, but you should always have an extra jug of that because sometimes you just have to use a ton of it. I mean, that's just the way it is. And when you're driving, like you were saying, at first you think, it'll be okay, but slowly but surely it's like, hey, wait a minute, I can't see out my window.
It was the worst it's ever been.
Yeah. Did you consider reaching out your window and splashing your coffee onto the windshield?
I didn't have coffee. I didn't have anything.
Oh, what a disaster.
I would have done that.
Yeah.
It was so bad. I was just like, and when you, at least I do, I'm like pressing myself up to the windshield as much as I can, white knuckling it on, you know. Nothing on the radio because I gotta concentrate.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're saying. But it's a lesson learned. Also, that's a good novelty gift for your husband, Russ. He's going to buy you the nice thing, but also he'll wrap a jug of the blue fluid now for your car.
I'm just going to run to Drug Mart and just keep a couple in the, But I came home and I just dump.
Oh, yeah, it's just glug. You can't believe how much goes in there. I know it. You know what? We were talking about that yesterday, and I thought it would be helpful for you and for everybody. I actually did a little research. I made a list of things you should probably have in your car, and that's one of the things, some extra blue juice, some fluid for your windshield wipers. You want me to go over the list and you see if you have these in your car?
Sure.
Okay. Reflective triangles or LED flare triangles. Do you have any of those in case
Don't
at
have
night
that.
you know what I'm talking about, though?
Oh, yeah. Because I had to use those once with my girlfriend in high school before there were cell phones.
So you had to use probably flares.
Yeah. Do you know what it used to be called?
What?
Her parents had got her a just-in case. A just-in case.
Oh, good one.
And it was called the just-in case.
Yeah.
And long story. And driving home from rehearsals on Route 11 in Ashtabula, which is like
There's no lights, no anything, right?
Nothing.
Yeah.
No cell phones back then. So we pulled out the little reflectors, and then there was a help me sign in it, little plastic help me sign that you unfolded.
It's like a movie.
And she was crying so hard. I had to stand there with the help me sign while she held up we're like juniors in high school. And the rest of the story is wild, but
we
had to hitchhike home.
Okay, so you don't have the triangles. No, I don't even want to hear that you hitchhike. Don't you ever do that again? Okay, flashlight. I know what we're going to do.
We had no choice.
Right.
It was
what
awful.
Are you gonna do? Do you have a flashlight?
No, I do not have a flashlight in the car.
Okay, you should have a good flashlight for your car. Here's something you really should have. Stop and think about it, and it's not that expensive. A high visibility vest. You're more visible when you get outside of your car with that. It's reflective. Do you have one of those?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I should have learned my lesson Long time ago,
All
I
right,
know.
so that you keep that in mind. A high visibility vest. That's important. Ice scraper, you have.
Yeah, that I do. Because I used a CD cover too many times.
Okay.
Yes, I still have a CD in my car. I'm not sure why.
Properly inflated spare tire, probably.
Nope, don't have a spare tire. We've had this conversation.
Oh, your car doesn't have a spare, does it?
We have had this conversation because you and I went back and forth because I
Right.
told you not all cars have a spare tire. And you didn't believe me, remember?
It's shocking. It's just shocking that all cars don't have I drive a pickup truck, so I've got a full-size spare. Jumper cables. Do you have cables?
Nope.
What about this? Even better, now they have those little lithium jump packs. You don't need jumper cables. You can jump your own car. No, I know you don't have that. I'll just move on. Phone charger that stays in your car.
Yeah, I have a phone charger in my car.
Okay, yeah, because some people take it in and out. That's not good. Do you have a basic first aid kit, some Band-Aids, a little antiseptic cream, that sort of thing?
I have Band-Aids.
Okay, you're there. A couple of other things.
I've got half of that.
Recommended a bottle of water and some non-perishable snacks like granola bars or something. If you're,
I was going to say snacks better be on the list.
Yeah, so that's
granola
important.
bar in the glove compartment is clutch.
Okay, and then the last one. This is a good one. Do you have a blanket?
No, but I have like 3 or 4 coats that I've thrown in the back.
No. Was that intentionally?
They just are like, oh, I'm hot. And I throw it in the back. And then I look back there a couple weeks later and there's where all my coats are.
Yes. So it's recommended blanket, spare gloves and hat, just in case you're out there for a while. But for you, you're covered because you just leave your coats.
As soon as I get a little too warm, right in the back seat. There's plenty to pick from.
All right. Well, pick and choose from that list, but hopefully that was helpful and good lesson learned, right?
Good lesson learned. All right. Well, how about we start the day with a positive thought? How about today just a gentle reminder that it's okay to have days where you don't feel great and you don't know why. Be kind to yourself. Rest if you need to, and know that the feeling will pass.
Oh, that's good. That's what our podcast is all about. A little balance to your day. Okay, well, let's get rolling this morning with 3 things your friends and family may be talking about.
Well, one of the heroes from Team USA's gold medal win was Jack Hughes. He scored the winning goal, but as most of you know by now, he also had several teeth broken or knocked out. He has a great outlook about it, I should say, and we couldn't resist playing this clip of Jack talking about how he feels about America and his teeth.
I'm lucky I'm from the best country in the world, and we got great dentists there too, so I'm lucky I'm American, and they're going to fix me right up. Just so proud. I'm so proud to be American.
He says he plans on getting his good smile back and added, when you play hockey, if you lose teeth, it's not even a question of coming back in and playing. It's just automatic.
Crazy.
Like, no big deal.
Like how many jobs do you have teeth knocked out and you just go back to work?
Well, here's my question. And I don't know a lot about hockey, but a lot of other sports you wear a mouth guard.
Yes.
And don't they have a guard over their face? So if you have a guard over your face and a mouth guard, how are you losing your teeth?
Well, they don't have a guard over their face, I don't think, if I remember. They have a helmet, and they do...
Okay, so they don't have a guard over their face.
Yeah.
Well, you think that would mean, like, maybe let's put guards over our face.
Guards over our faces. They do have, I'm surprised, because I see they have, a lot of the players have mouth guards in, like football players do. But maybe if you get whacked in the mouth with a stick, even if you have a mouth guard, it still happens.
I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. But
you know what? He's a fun guy, though. I think people find that. I mean, he'll be glad to have his teeth back, but I think people find him kind of adorable missing his teeth as well. He's just a good guy. The iPod, believe it or not, is making a quiet comeback, especially with Gen Z. New data from Google Trends, reported by Axios, shows searches for the iPod Classic jumped 25%, and iPod Nano searches rose 20% between January and October of last year compared to the same stretch the previous year. That curiosity is also turning into sales. Back Market says refurbished iPod sales have climbed an average of 15.6% since the year 2022. It just keeps going up. For some young listeners, it's a simple swap. Music without the nonstop buzz of text and social media and notifications, just the simple iPod.
Well, and I think a lot of it may have to do with a lot of schools are saying no phones.
Yeah.
Well, when you have no phones, then you can't have your music.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of a resurgence for finding these old classic iPods that I can at least still have my music.
But they wouldn't be, it's interesting too, they wouldn't be Bluetooth, so you couldn't use your
you'd have to download your songs.
Download your songs, but I mean, you'd have to have a plug-in headphones because they're not Bluetooth. So it is old school.
Well, that also is getting a little more popular, having a little bit of resurgence too. The wired headphones I was just reading.
Mm-hmm. What a world!
And maybe it has to do with the old school technology, but it just reminded me when they first launched the iPod. I think. Who was the CEO again? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Said, imagine 1,000 songs in your pocket.
Hey, that's right. That's right.
It was something like that, and it was so transformational. And now, goodness.
You know what it kind of reminds me of?
Unlimited amount.
Just a little. A different category, but it reminds me of this just a little, is people want to drive stick shift cars when they don't have to. There's still some people that want to drive.
I know.
It
I've had people tell me they like.
Yeah.
It's the joy of driving.
Yeah.
And they love. I learned on a stick shift too.
Yeah.
And I used to love driving a stick shift. It's different. It's like, I don't know. It's fun. But I also will say, real music connoisseurs like the classic iPod because it's a better sound as well. So my husband always talks about that. You can look it up and find the differences, but because it's not streaming.
Oh, because it's actually on the device. The music's on the device. Well, sure, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
So you will get a better sound.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would.
With a classic iPod.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
There you go.
Okay.
All I remember with the classic iPod is that the same song would start all the time because it always went in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
So whatever song was right, or
the group ABBA, you're going to hear from ABBA.
Right, that's like the first song. Like I was so sick of the one song that would just start up all the time.
Right, so you could put it on the elaborate shuffle feature after a while.
Yes. Yeah. Well, McDonald's is bringing a brand new burger to its U.S. menu in March. The Big Arch arrives nationwide for a limited time starting March 3rd. It features 2 quarter-pounder beef patties, 3 slices of white cheddar, lettuce, pickles, crispy and slivered onions, and a new tangy Big Arch sauce, all on a toasted sesame seed bun. McDonald's is calling it its biggest, boldest burger yet.
Boy, that's a big move. 2 quarter-pounder patties. And it doesn't sound like this is a novelty, a limited-time novelty, because they are just having it for, they have a new sauce, Big Arch sauce. It's a good name, too.
Didn't they have like an Arch Deluxe or something back in the 90s? The McArch or the Arch, something.
I don't know. Maybe so. I don't remember it.
I only remember because my grandma loved it.
Well,
the Arch Deluxe.
Do you have your computer up? Look that up. Look that up right now.
Arch Deluxe.
We'll all wait.
Yeah. Here we go. The Arch Deluxe was a hamburger. Maybe not. Yeah.
We'll wait. You go ahead. You do your research.
96.
96?
That would have been, how did the Arch Deluxe differ? What is McDonald's? I don't know. Okay. Maybe I'm making it up.
Did they have one? Did they have one?
It looks like yes. There was one. McDonald's wiki says so.
I will tell you this. I looked up that special sauce, and that looks like that sauce will kick. It is a combination of a mustard, a pickle, and a tomato, and like a blend of all of those sauces. I think it's going to be great.
Well, sounds good. My daughter yesterday told me that Chick-fil-A, she said, is rumored to be testing some new sides. And she was so excited. She said, and I looked it up, and it does look like they're testing them in some markets. But they're testing sweet potato fries.
Okay.
Like the waffle fries, but sweet potato fries. They have like a test kitchen that they test things out in. I love the waffle fries at Chick-fil-A. I know you and I have gone back and forth on this. I think sweet potato fries are awesome. You don't like them.
Yes. Do you remember?
But it's like an acquired taste, maybe.
Do you remember when we were together at a restaurant and it was one of our listener trips, and I basically started surveying the entire dining area about whether sweet potatoes were better than...
Yeah. Yeah, because once you get to know Len, you'll realize that as soon as he doesn't like something, everything becomes a poll of whether anyone else likes it too.
Right.
Your most famous line is, "I don't think anyone really likes that."
I don't think other people like those sweet potato fries. You know what? I will say this about Chick-fil-A, though. I can't think of one of their alternate anythings that really has stuck. I mean, you know them for nugs, for that chicken sandwich with the pickles on it, and the waffle fries. Is there anything else you think has really, really stuck? But I think these sweet potato fries, that may hit. People like sweet potato fries. I could see that. See that.
They're also maybe testing cornbread, too, which I think would be a smart thing for them.
A great thing.
We'll see if it even happens.
I hope it does. I like Chick-fil-A, but man, you know, it's something like that when you're on the road and you have to decide between a couple of places. And and there's something like that. It's like, man, I want that cornbread. I hope they do that.
It's a fresh start. Feel the new day. Reset and breathe. Positive with Len and Sarah.
Hey, so I've got a question for you. You don't have to answer this out loud immediately, but everyone do this. Just think about this. How old will you be in 3 years? So what's the number for everybody? Okay, so when you think of that number, this is something great about our podcast partner, Universal Windows Direct. You won't have to have your windows paid for until you're that age. That's the good deal they're offering right now.
You can spread out those payments because it's 0% interest for 36 months. So you can upgrade your home now, spread out the payments with no added cost. And I like it because they're doing a little extra love, and you get $500 off your home improvement project right now when you schedule with them. And Universal Windows Direct, they're such a solid company. I used them years ago when I had to get some windows upgraded in my home, and they're buy two, get two free right now as well. That is an awesome deal, especially if you need a lot of windows updated. You want the buy two, get two free.
Yeah, get a free estimate. It's not going to be high pressure. They're professional. They're very professional, very friendly, very courteous. They offer a true lifetime warranty, and they have over 21 years of industry experience. Why don't you go to the website, get something going? You know, the weather's going to break soon, and you'll want to deal with that window issue. UniversalWindowsDirect.com, and you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Yeah. It's Stump Day. Every Wednesday, it's Stump Day.
On Wednesday, we play this game, Stump Day. It's a lot of fun. The question's always very interesting. The prize is wonderful, too. Daisy Pops, 24 of them sent right to your home. You know what? I love it when someone I know personally starts a business and it just blows up because their product is so good. Amy, the founder of Daisy Pops, she has it going on, shipping pops of different designs and colors all over the country. You could win 24 if you can answer Sarah's Stump Day question. And remember, if you'd like to check out Daisy Pops yourself, hit the website. It's daisypops.com. They're amazing cake pops.
Question today: more songs have been written about this fruit than any other fruit. What is it? I mean, how did they validate this? Did they just go through the National Song Archives? Is that even a thing?
You would have done that until the last 2 years. Now they just checked it on ChatGPT.
Right. Okay, so that question again is: more songs have been written about this fruit than any other fruit. What is it?
If you think you know the fruit, all you have to do is go to our website, startyourdaypositive.com. You'll scroll down, you'll see a little box there. Click on that, fill in the correct answer, and those Daisy Pops might be shipped right to your front door.
So you ever wonder what makes you American in the mannerisms, the things you wear, the things you do? Maybe if you're traveling abroad. I found this article, and it was interesting because they said CIA agents from America have to unlearn these behaviors and make sure they don't look like this. So when they're undercover in other countries, no one can suspect they're American.
This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting.
So I was like, that piqued my interest. You want to know what they are?
Oh, okay. Of course.
Okay. So, let me start here. They eat while walking. Americans often grab food on the go and eat while moving about. I didn't realize that was an American thing.
Okay, I can believe that. Yeah, because we're always in a hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like to point. Americans like to point, are noted for literally pointing out things while talking. And
that's not common, I guess, huh?
I guess not. I don't know. This is what's on the list.
Okay.
They love to small talk. Casual conversations with strangers is a big part of American social style. They wear their clothes differently. So backward baseball caps or sunglasses on the head can signal American.
Okay.
It's definitely
I
not.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have an indoor voice. Americans can be loud even in quiet places like restaurants.
Boy, I would give myself away in a minute. I'm really loud. Really loud.
You are. But you have you have that presence. They lean. Standing with a relaxed lean on things is a well-known American body language trait.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was one that
lean.
They said CIA agents have to make sure that they don't lean on things because that's like a giveaway that you're from America.
Okay.
Time and distance. Americans tend to describe travel in terms of how long it takes rather than miles or kilometers.
Okay.
And that's true.
Yeah.
I could not tell you how many miles it is to Cleveland right now, but I could tell you how long it takes me.
Yep. Yeah. About 30, 35 minutes, right? Yep. You're right. Yeah. Uh-huh.
They're friendly, outgoing, polite, and often quick to chat or tip service workers. So in Europe, for example, it's not a big tipping place, right?
Not at all.
It's a very American thing to give a big tip or something. And then the last one they have is they have a unique confidence. People notice Americans walk confidently even if they're going the wrong way.
Boy, I tell you what.
I mean, these all sound like good things.
They do, but I can identify with a lot of those things. I would give it away in a second.
Oh, here's the last one. I missed this one. This sounds grinning at strangers. Smiling at people you make eye contact with is seen as very American.
Wow. When we were in Greece, I was just grinning away.
So we're we should just wear a big American flag, Team USA shirt as we walk, you know?
Well, you know what? Unless you're a CIA agent, some of those things, I want to do those things, even though they're obviously American. That's great. That's fun.
But I thought those were cute and funny.
Sure is. You know, there's some places that you just shop, and then there's places that are just really fun to shop. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some places that you just have to go. I mean, you just have to shop there because it's like an obligation.
You mean they're dangerous to shop in the very best way?
Well, those are the places that are fun to shop. And I was looking at a video that you posted on our Facebook page about your trip to Northeast Factory Direct, and you were cracking me up because I think you went there to look at one thing, but you were running around the store like a kid in a candy store.
I know it is. Northeast Factory Direct is one of those places like you go in to get a couch and then you start looking around. You're like, wow, these mattresses are great. And then you're looking at the recliners and then suddenly you're interested in saunas too. It's because there's so many great deals. It's wonderful. It's a great place to shop.
Well, fair to say it's a comfortable shopping experience as well, or at least you thought it was because you were doing full back flops onto the mattress.
Well, you got to test it out.
Got to test it out. You know what? You should test it out, too, in person. There is a website. I'll give you that so you can find the location nearest you. But you'll find locations, Northeast Factory Direct in Cleveland, Euclid, Macedonia, North Canton. Please tell them you heard about them on the Start Your Day Positive podcast, and they'll say, oh, we'll give you a special deal. NortheastFactoryDirect.com.
Whoa, tick tock, woo, time goes so fast. It happened today, let's remember.
Well, today is February 25th, and we're taking you back in time.
The year was 1913 when this happened. The 16th Amendment to the Constitution was adopted. I don't expect you to know what it is. It allowed the federal government to collect income tax.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I know. You may not realize this because that was 1913. So that's not super long ago, a little over 100 years.
Right.
Before that, government revenues came from taxes on goods, tariffs on imported products, and taxes on luxury items like, say, whiskey, for example. The income tax at that time was 1%. 1%.
Wow.
Okay, so it vacillates. It goes up and down. The highest the income tax has ever gone for the top earners was 77%. That was right after World War I. 77%. Yeah,
That's a
right
lot.
now, you're not kidding. Right now, the highest rate is 37%, but like hardly anyone, even people in the 37% bracket, by the time they get all their deductions and stuff, they aren't paying 37%, you know.
Wow. It is also Inconvenience Yourself Day. Okay. It encourages intentionally putting others first through small sacrifices. So it's a good thing to inconvenience yourself. Created in 2006 to promote kindness, this day inspires people to go out of their way to make life easier for others.
Okay, so it could be big things, it could be little things. Like, for example, you and your spouse are both sitting in recliners with a blanket on, watching TV, and then you realize something has to be turned off or something like that. Are you going to be the one to go, or are you going to wait it out?
It's
So on
definitely going to be my husband. No,
Well, not on Inconvenience Yourself Day. It's got to be you.
This is good because I was just thinking about this the
Right.
other day. Shout out to my husband, because anytime I ask for something, he usually just does it. Like, he never
Well,
says
yes.
no. Like, oh, Russ, I could really, use something to drink. And he
Yeah.
just gets up and
Yes,
gets it.
there you go.
He's literally the sweetest. But
There you go.
I was like, I just don't like to be inconvenienced.
Yeah. I would say today, then, you are obliged to say, I'm thirsty. Then when he starts to get up, you have to say, no, I'll get it.
But I kind of like the setup we have.
It's only one day. It's only one day. But, you're probably that way with your kids, right? I'm that way with the kids. Whenever they needed a ride somewhere, like you become the taxi mom or taxi dad. Or
People make fun of me because I do everything for Reagan, my youngest still. Like, I literally, I don't know, there's something with your youngest, the baby. I still do a lot for Michaela, too, though. But Michaela, I don't know. She's always just, done a lot on her own. Not that Reagan doesn't, but I don't know. Do you think there's something different with the baby that you do a lot for your kids?
Oh, yeah, I think there is. I think there is. We're the same here, and my two oldest would attest to that. But it's a great day because sometimes you have to circle back or do something to help someone out. Inconvenience Day, maybe they give you the wrong change at the store. You got to circle back and make it right. So it's really a good concept, isn't it?
Like making Inconvenience Day every day.
Yeah, except for the thing with Russ. Your husband.
Well, maybe he won't listen to this episode. Well, thank you so much for listening today. Stump Day, you know the answer. More songs have been written about this fruit than any other fruit. What is it? Head over to our website. You could have Daisy Pops, cake pops, delivered right to your door. They're so yummy. They're so tasty. We have a new winner every week. And by the way, if you're curious, who's winning all these contests? We list all the winners in our newsletter every Monday, and you can sign up for the newsletter on our website too.
That's right.
It's startyourdaypositive.com. We give you the answers, the winners, all that good stuff.
All right, well, let's wrap up this Wednesday episode of our podcast with a prayer. I was reading something in the Bible the other day, and I thought it was interesting. Jesus was talking. He said, the eyes are the lamp of the body, and so you want to be filled with light as to how you see things, because that really determines how you go about your day. So let's make that our prayer today. Heavenly Father, we just pray that you will give us eyes of kindness and compassion and goodness, and make us aware of the people and circumstances around us so we can bring joy and be a light and make our world around us, a better place. And we pray in Jesus' name, amen.